Hey guys, Landon here. I'm going to show you guys how to wire up a 120-208 transformer bank, overhead transformers. I'm going to be doing this on a demonstration pole. Nothing's energized, so just keep that in mind when you're watching. So let's get right into it. So here we have a digital form of this transformer bank you can do on your phone. It's called Digital Apprentice app. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the parallel of these transformers, look inside the transformers, make sure that they are in parallel. There will be an A, B, C, and D reference on the rods coming out of the windings. Make sure it's AC to X2 and BD to X3. Your X2 will be your neutral. The first thing you want to do is you want to get your neutrals bonded. So you run your two outside transformer connections to the center phase. And then here you can see that I took that center transformer leg and then I shaped it to where I put this one bolt on there and I connect all my neutrals at the center pot. This makes it a lot easier to identify the neutral when you're doing trouble work, and it makes the transformer bank look a lot cleaner. And I'll show you why as we put these hot legs in. So once we start putting these hot legs into these transformers, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shape them, and I'm going to take them across the neutral, and then I'll shape it down to the center pot. And it just makes everything look nice and clean, and then all your connections are underneath that center transformer. I see a lot of transformer banks out there where they just drop the legs straight into the service connection area, and it works. It's not the way I do it. So once I get all these hot legs in and tightened into that X3 bushing, then I'll start shaping my legs. But if we go back to this Digital Apprentice app on the right-hand side, you can see how I got all the neutrals connected. You got your tank grounds, you got your high side neutrals. Make sure all your high side neutrals are the same bushing. You don't want to mess up the polarity of these transformers, because then it can mess up a lot of things. It can mess these transformers up. So make sure you use the H1 or the H2 bushing across all transformers. So then you got to start dropping your legs down to every one of those phases, and then next thing you know, you will have the correct voltage across all these transformers. Now make sure you check rotation if you ever kill these transformer banks and change out a service, and then you have to go hook it back up with the new service, because you don't want to mess up the rotation to any buildings, because then it'll turn the AC units on backwards. It can turn on heavy machinery backwards and start tearing stuff up, and it's not good. So back over to the field demonstration, you see that I got these legs all shaped down nice and clean. On a 120-208 bank, or any 120-240 banks, I like to put the neutral high and then drop the legs underneath the neutral for the connections. And then on 480 and 277 480 transformer banks, I go neutral low and put the hot legs above the neutral. And that helps the troublemen that are going to be troubleshooting these down the road verify whether it's a 120-208 or a 277 480 transformer bank. It's just a little step that you can do to help the guys that are going to be taking care of this stuff in the trouble department. But anyways, I go ahead and I start cleaning up these legs, and I'll make them all the same length. Makes it look cleaner. And then you put some blocks in there, and you can add services to it. But when I get to the neutral, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skin the entire neutral bar, and it turns it into a neutral bus essentially. And you want to make all your neutral connections on that section of wire and not on the system neutral, because the more connections you have on the system neutral, the more likely it's going to burn that wire down. You don't want a bunch of wire in the backyards and stuff. So that's the way I like to do it, guys. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think.